Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin today is actually bouncing back up, guys. Okay, so once again, Bitcoin is in fact pumping back up. We actually saw Bitcoin, okay, a few days ago actually having a slight dip down, okay, a slight correction, nothing too crazy, right? So if we go to the 4 hour time frame, we know, right, that Bitcoin was in fact holding pretty well at around $43,000 and of course $44,000, right? And then just recently it did in fact have this correction, but you guys can just clearly see today, if I go back to the 1 hour time frame, you guys can just clearly see for the past few hours Bitcoin is in fact bouncing back up to the upside. So right now Bitcoin's currently at 42,900. It's looking like it wants to break back up to $43,000. It looks like Bitcoin is ready to bounce back up to 43k and of course 44k, and eventually it's going to keep rising higher and higher and higher. Look, I told you guys many times, okay? I told you guys many times for many videos now. I know I keep repeating myself, but I really do see a 50k Bitcoin coming very, very soon. And there is in fact a chart that I do want to show you guys that we will in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least 50k before the halving. We know Bitcoin's halving event is about to happen next year, April. And we know every single time we have a Bitcoin halving, this is when Bitcoin tends to pump the most. This is when the real bull run begins for Bitcoin. So understand, guys, the bull market is clearly right around the corner. Okay, we are pretty much no longer in a bear market. Please understand this, guys. So you better DCA into Bitcoin right now at these cheap prices before it's too late. I've been telling us that many times. Of course, okay, this is not financial advice, so always do your own research, guys, but understand where Bitcoin is heading in the next few years, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I can only say, guys, right? And that's it. So yes, Bitcoin is clearly bouncing back up, okay, and that means other altcoins are in fact bouncing back up as well, right? If Bitcoin is pumping, then altcoins are of course going to pump as well, and that's exactly what altcoins are in fact doing today. So you guys clearly see the global crypto market cap is now back up at 1.61 trillion. Okay, yesterday we saw it just below 1.6 trillion. I believe it was around 1.56 trillion. Now it's back above 1.61 trillion, right? So that's great to see. And overall, the market today is up over 4%, right? 4.3%, which is great to see. For the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 4.4%, Ethereum up 4.2%, and now you can see altcoins are absolutely skyrocketing. Okay, a fair few altcoins are in fact pumping. XRP 3%, Solana 8.6%. Look at Cardano today. Cardano, right, holding very strong at 65 cents, and it's up today 16.5%. Let me repeat that, 16.5%. For the past week, it's up 44%. For all the people, I remember everyone was saying that Cardano is dead. We're never going to see Cardano reach back up to its previous highs, but I really do believe, Cardano is one of those altcoins that personally I do see potentially reaching back up to its previous highs in the next bull market, and of course reaching a new high, right? I really do, guys. I think that is very, very possible, right? Charles Hoskinson, okay, he's a very, very smart man, okay, and I just like what Cardano is doing, and I like what Charles Hoskinson is doing with Cardano, right? What the future is holding with Cardano and ADA and whatnot. So that's that. Cardano is performing very well today. The altcoins, Polkadot 8%, right? Polygon 3%, Chainlink 4.6%. Okay, a fair few altcoins are in fact performing pretty well for the past 24 hours. You guys can just clearly see that a fair few greens in the market right today. So that's always great to see. So the Bitcoin price, okay, pretty much the reason why Bitcoin and the crypto market is pretty much pumping is because the Fed signals 3 rate cuts in 2024. Right, and this is pretty much the reason why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin, slightly bouncing back up, and why the crypto market is pretty much pumping. Okay, so it's all green lights from here, right? The Fed is signaling. That's a tongue twister for me. Green lights here, right? But yeah, let's get to these Bitcoin charts, and this is the chart that I do want to show you guys that will, for sure see Bitcoin reaching $50,000 before the halving. Okay, so we know our fourth halving is about to happen next year in 2024, April, right? Mark your calendars, guys. For all my Bitcoin holders out there, mark your calendars. Get ready for a massive bull run, right? So yes, 50K before the halving, 100%. We are almost there, right? Bitcoin right now is pretty much just below 43K. We are almost there for us to see Bitcoin reaching $45,000, 47 to 48, and of course, $50,000. So yes, 50K before the halving, I think that is very, very possible. Okay, very possible. I told you guys many times, we'll potentially see Bitcoin reach 50K, maybe potentially sometime end of this year in 2023, so this month, or most likely we won't, okay? Most likely we won't. If we don't, then we'll most likely see Bitcoin reaching 50K sometime early next year in 2024, right? So this chart just really does show you guys that yes, Bitcoin is looking like it will potentially reach 50K because it's right there. We are almost there, like I said, right where that yellow circle is. That is pretty much the 50K target, and we are almost there, guys. Like literally. So I really do believe we're gonna see that before the halving, 100%. Okay, and then after the halving, we're gonna see Bitcoin absolutely skyrocket. So get ready for that. And this chart right here just shows you guys that Bitcoin is pretty much repeating the same patterns here, right? History does sort of repeat itself. It rhymes. Okay, it really, really does. Okay, and you guys can see this chart just shows you guys that Bitcoin is repeating the moves in 2019 to 2021. We know 2019 to 2021, especially, in 2021, that's when we were in fact in a bull market. Bitcoin was absolutely pumping. Ethereum was pumping. Altcoins, meme coins, gaming coins, everything, right? Altcoins were absolutely skyrocketing, guys. It was alt season, right? So yeah, 2021 was obviously a great year. 2025 is going to be the exact same thing. But yes, you guys can just clearly see, okay, 2019 to 2021 on the right here, you guys can clearly see what happened with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin did in fact have a drop, and then it was slowly, bouncing back up, and you guys can clearly see it just absolutely skyrocketed. And that's the exact same thing what's happening right now. Okay, an uptrend. Bitcoin is clearly forming an uptrend, just like what it did in 2020, right? You guys can clearly see that. The same exact thing is what's happening right now for Bitcoin in 2023. It's very, very similar, right? So that means, guys, soon enough, we're going to have a pump, okay? A bull run is about to happen pretty much, right? It's the same exact thing, guys. Okay, this happens. It's always a 4-year cycle, right? We enter a bear market, and then we enter a bull market, and then repeat. We enter a bear market, and then we enter a bull market, right? It's always the exact same thing. It's a 4-year cycle, right? Every single time, okay? So that's that. But yes, okay, Bitcoin, this chart, I love it because it's very, very simple. So shout out to Mags, okay? But the bull market is still on track, okay? It's about to happen, guys, okay? And this chart just shows you guys that we seen Bitcoin reach a bottom and then reaccumulation and then a bull market. It's always the same thing. It reaches a bottom, reaccumulation, bull market. Bottom, reaccumulation, bull market, right? So it's all up from here, pretty much, guys. It's all up from here. So take this as a huge once in a lifetime opportunity to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can before it's too late, right? I told you guys, if you buy Bitcoin, okay, if you simply buy Bitcoin or DCA into Bitcoin while it's still below 100K, for example, you are blessed, because eventually, right, in the next bull market, we will easily see Bitcoin reach over 100K. Okay, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching 200K. So speaking about Bitcoin reaching 200K, this is the chart that I want to show you guys. Okay, like I said, it's always pretty much a 4-year cycle. I don't know why it says 3.5 years, but it's pretty much 4 years, right? But yeah, the bull run is about to begin. And yes, I told you guys, right, the top for Bitcoin, the new all-time high. Understand, yes, Bitcoin is obviously going to reach a new all-time high in the next upcoming bull market, right? So the next few years, 2024, and of course, especially 2025, we will in fact see Bitcoin reach 200K. I've been telling us that many times. And I feel like other, crypto investors and traders, people that are, generally in the crypto space, right? We can all agree that we will in fact see Bitcoin reaching 200K. Okay, I see a lot of people predicting and assuming that we will in fact see Bitcoin reach 200K, and I'm agreeing with them, right? And I've been telling guys many times that yes, it's possible for Bitcoin, for us to see Bitcoin reach at least $200,000 in the next upcoming bull market. So yes, 200K to over 200K, very, very possible. And then of course in 2026 to 2027, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin, have a drop back down to the downside, right? It always happens. Like I said, it's very, very simple, right? We enter the next, bear market. And then of course, 2028 to I believe 2029, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin, reach another new all-time high. And I think it's going to be way higher than $400,000. I think we're going to see Bitcoin like over 500K to 600K by that time in like 2030. Okay, that's just personally me though, right? That's just personally me. So that's that, right? We have seen Cathie Wood, okay, has said that she is predicting that we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin. In fact, over $1 million Bitcoin by 2030, right? That's what she's saying. That's what she's predicting. And I think, yeah, it's possible. And if that doesn't happen, if we don't see, our $1 million Bitcoin by that time, in 2030, then we're going to see Bitcoin at hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? I understand that, guys. At least over 500K. That's what I'm guessing here. So get ready. But yes, $100,000 Bitcoin in 2024. Okay, I've been talking about this for a fair few times. A lot of people are in fact wondering, when are we actually going to see Bitcoin reach, $100,000? And I really do believe sometime next year in 2024, most likely end of 2024, we will 100% see Bitcoin at least at 100K. Okay, at 100K for sure, 100%. So get ready for that. For all my Bitcoin holders out there, the bull run is about to happen. Get ready, okay? Bitcoin is pumping back up right now, so it's looking pretty promising. In fact, right now Bitcoin is looking like, okay, it really does want to, reach back up to $43,000. You guys can just clearly see that right there. We're pretty much there, right? So that's that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.